free! Free, free! Free, free! Can't hear you! No justice! No peace!
We have a message to the Israelis. We will not rest until these attacks end. But we are also sending a very, very urgent message to our own government and to the US that we are going to stay in the streets until they react in the way that they'd react to such a crisis in any other part of the world, which is immediate condemnation and breaking all links with the Israeli state.
Demonstrating here today in thousands and thousands. We'd expected hundreds, but it must be 10,000 people have come. Huge demonstration, but it is just the beginning. We need to make Israel listen, but we need to make our governments listen. We need to make the media listen. But the bombing has to stop, the killing has to stop, the media bias has to stop.
هذا التنوع الكبير وهذه الجماهير الحاشدة ترسل رسائل عديدة. الأولى للمجتمع الفلسطيني أنه لن يقف وحده أمام الآلة العسكرية الصهيونية، فكل هذه الجماهير تعتبر أنفسها جماهير فلسطينية مؤيدة للحق الفلسطيني، وهذه الجماهير أعربت اليوم بشكل واضح عن دعمها للمقاومة في وجه الاحتلال الإسرائيلي، وطالبت بالفم الملآن وبالصوت العالي بضرورة إنهاء الاحتلال الإسرائيلي.
From the river to the sea,
Palestine will be free.
in our thousands and our millions.
We are all Palestinians.
In our thousands and our millions.
We are all
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine.
Free, free!
Palestine. Palestine.
Are we anti-Semitic? Hear it loud and clear. Are we anti-Semitic? Are we anti-Zionist? Are we anti-Zionist? Our next speaker, brothers, sisters, friends, from a very important organization, Jews for Justice for Palestinians. Listen to that again and let that reiterate between your friends and your colleagues and everybody. An important organization, Jews for Justice for Palestinians. I give you our brother, Glyn.
Thank you very much. I can see the press is here. I hope very much the BBC is here. Because they need to hear this message from a Jewish organisation. What Israel is doing to Gaza at the moment is unconscionable, is horrific, is horrendous. It's a crime against humanity. It's against human values and Jewish values, and it must stop.
Well, it's relatively easy, if you like. The British government, the US government need to stop funding and arming the Israelis. They fund the occupation, they fund their forces. So if they take sanctions, if they take them to the international court, if they make them comply with international law, then it would stop. But that does mean governments have to act, and that's why we're here today, to try and make our government listen. It's not listening, it's staying silent, and therefore it's guilty.
That these politicians are so silent is because they think that they can count on your votes whether they speak up or not. You have to make the point as clearly as you can to them that if they won't speak up for Palestine, you will not vote for them next May in the general election.
What's amazing is that over the last few years, the movement has essentially won the argument. In Britain, in America, in most of Europe and the rest of the world, the majority of people actually do support the Palestinians and understand that the Israelis are the problem. Now, this is a big breakthrough. Our job is to mobilise that public opinion, to mobilise the majority and make the situation untenable for the continuation of this attack.
Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it? What do we want?
Justice!
Brothers and sisters, that's appalling! What do we want? When do we want it?
الرسالة الأخرى هي للحكومة البريطانية. أرسلت الجماهير اليوم رسالة واضحة لديفيد كاميرون ولحكومته أن موقف الحكومة البريطانية موقف مخزي، وقد كرر المتظاهرون عبارة شيم أون يو على كاميرون، وذلك لأنه يقف مع المجرم نتنياهو في حربه ضد الفلسطينيين الأبرياء وضد قتل الأطفال. إن سكوت الحكومة البريطانية وفقا لأغلب المتحدثين يعني أن الحكومة البريطانية مشاركة في هذه الجريمة ضد أطفال ونساء والمواطنين الأبرياء في قطاع غزة. الرسالة الأخرى للعالم أجمع أنه يجب إيقاف دولة الاحتلال عند حدها لأنها تهدد السلام العالمي، وأن الفلسطينيين لديهم الحق الكامل في الدفاع عن أنفسهم بكل الوسائل الممكنة، بل لديهم الحق أن يباشروا بضرب الاحتلال لأنه احتلال غير شرعي وغير قانوني ولا يمكن القبول به تحت أي ظرف من الظروف.
With the international community ignoring the plight of innocent people there. Shame on you, Netanyahu! Shame on you! Shame on you! Shame on you! You do not speak in our name! You do not speak in the Jewish name! You have no idea what Judaism stands for! The state of Israel was never and will never be a Jewish state! It's an apartheid state, a terror state, nothing to do with religion! Zionism is terrorism!
No life on board. It was the fate of the Palestinians to be wiped out in their millions, and the world stopped seeing them. Because it was in no one's interests, really. They say they are entrepreneurial, enterprising and corporeal, dictatorial in their majesty and humbling in my gravity. But my dad told me they were normal, rural, stealthy, full of glory. Lord knows how much of that is true. You know, man likes to make Midas out of time and turn the days into rhyme, rewind the crime blind.
Everyone put your fist up with your right hand to say we oppose the occupation. And say we stand in solidarity. We stand in solidarity with those in Palestine. And we free, free Palestine! 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 Palestine will be free! From the river to the sea! Palestine will be free! No justice! 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 Free, free! Free, free! Free, free! From the river to the sea!